Okay. I just wanted to show you this. This is the whole segment. Choice for president among registered voters in Arizona. RFK, 26%. Trump and Biden both at 33%. What does that tell you? And Kennedy's position on Gaza in the Middle East is horrible.
There's only one choice for all three of them.
Has a different position on most every other thing.
Yeah.
Except that he doesn't mind us going to World War III. At least that's what, it just wrecks everything. But
yeah, well, this country's real. This is a real thing, and you should believe in it.
So look at that. So the margin of error is plus or minus 4.4%. So if you give Kennedy 4, he's within the margin of error. Put it that way. So people, the independent people who consider themselves independents is skyrocketing. And if you listen to MSNBC, they'll tell you that those people are racists.
Yeah, it's sad how many people turn to racism because of one genocide.
Or any political office. Like there's a Senate race here in California. It doesn't even come up like, hey, do you have a program to fix homelessness? Doesn't even come up.
Well,
doesn't even come up.
Would it? Bill Maher could bring it up to his buddy.
1 in 5. I saw a thing the other day, Kurt. 1 in 5 children in America suffer from hunger. About 1 in 7 children, or approximately 11 million children, experience hunger and do not know when they get their next meal or when. 1 in 7 blower. That's the mind blower.
Did you see Cat Williams talk about it?
Yes, I did.
He goes, I did. In front of the homeless, like, this is what you could have had.
This is what you could have. We could have given you this. We could have given you housing and a credit card.
Yeah.
And a credit card to go buy food for yourself. They give that to immigrants.
Yeah.
Well, don't you think in a way you should just like cross the border, come back, pretend you don't speak English, and maybe America will take better care for you?
Why don't you do that?
I was going to do that just for privacy. I was going to renounce my citizenship, sneak back in, and let that sweet privacy of not being tracked anywhere for some reason.
Yes.
Unlike a citizen who would be tracked everywhere. An illegal, we don't know. We lost track of them.
Again, this is not to demonize the immigrants. If I was if I was in Venezuela and Donald Trump put economic sanctions on my country to crush our economy and then try to overthrow our government and then install a puppet like Juan Guaido, and my life became miserable because of it, and I didn't see a way out, I would probably emigrate to the United States also as a desperate person. So I'm not angry at the desperate people who are desperate enough to come here. I'm angry at our government for A, not securing our border, B, not taking care of the people who are here. We could take care of both. Turns out we could. Turns out we actually do have the resources and the money because we just print it anyway. And I'm angry at my government for creating those desperate people who now become immigrants to our country. Was it 7 million Venezuelans have left their country since Trump put on those?
It was ready to collapse. We were about to get the oil. They were about to collapse. And they were about
the thing I don't get is all the Chinese, right? So you see those. I've seen that you say military aids, Chinese men coming.
Oh, Syria, all the countries we've been kind of not cool with. Military age men flooding right in. I'm sure they came in because they want to join our military machine against their former country, and not because the other countries might have been bright enough to send some sleepers.
So this is some kind of a plan that the establishment is in on. And the establishment, I mean, like the WEF establishment,
the
international corporations that actually
phasing out governments that you vote for.
That's right. That actually control our government. If you think that the people you vote for actually control anything, you're a sucker. And, when they have a session of Congress, they're not there doing the bidding for workers and the elderly and students and anybody except the international billionaire class. That's what's happening. And so I don't know exactly I know one of the angles, or two of them, to have an open border policy, which Joe Biden has, is that people aren't joining the military. They kicked out all those people over the vaccine mandates.
Right.
They can't replace them, and people aren't signing up like they were. And also,
all your kids are too fat.
They want to suppress the wages of American workers. So that's two reasons for sure. Now, we've talked about it on this show that another reason could be that they want to make everybody on edge and begging for authoritarian solutions to the problems of the homeless, the drug addicts who accost you when you go to 7-Elevens, the immigrants who are they're now giving our community centers to, right in our face of the homeless people, right in their face.
There's just no downside.
They're setting up cots in community centers across the country for immigrants, but not the people who live here, not the veteran homeless people, not the regular homeless people, not any. They're doing it, and
not immigrants. Immigrants are legal. That's a process. But these are illegal immigrants. It's a big fucking difference. Everybody calls them immigrants.
Well, they say they're asylum seekers.
Well, that's bullshit. That's a big crock of shit.
So,
I mean, you shouldn't have to qualify this because they got Amish kid. Who cares what he cuts? He's nothing.
I mean, I don't want to get into a position where I'm demonizing desperate people, and I don't want to pit poor Americans and middle class against poorer people who are here. This is by design. So you should be upset at the establishment who is doing this. And for them to say that they can't take care of these people and give you a community center, they're lying to you. They're right now getting ready to send enough money to end homelessness in the entire country 10 times over to Ukraine again.
They lose more than that every 10 years.
That's right.
They just lose more.
They lose $1 trillion every 10 years.
I'm sorry. Let me correct that malinformation. It was debunked. They just can't account for it.
They can't account for it. You're right.
It's a huge difference, as you know.
So they can do both. They're doing this so they pit poor immigrants against poor working class Americans. That's what this is. Obviously that's what this is, because they'll do it for Ukraine. They'll do it for Israel. We send billions and billions of dollars to Israel. Guess what Israel has that you don't? Healthcare. Nobody in Israel has to worry about going bankrupt when they get sick. They have healthcare. They have a lot of things you don't have, believe me. They're not doing it here on purpose. So don't get angry at the immigrant. Get angry at the establishment who's creating those desperate people, then allowing them to come here, and then pretending they have to give your resources to those people.
Yeah,
that's all set to create strife and unrest in America. They're doing it on purpose.
All you got to do is not fall for that penny-ante bullshit about which color is your enemy. You know, these I mean, it was masterful in 2016 when they had like the alt-right versus the wokies. They were called social justice, and it was the most clearly engineered bullshit thing by all the major media and major corporations because they were scared of Occupy Wall Street.
That's it.
It really upset them to have a smelly drum circle.
That's right.
Which I supported because I wanted those businessmen to jump out the windows. It upset them so much that Obama put that sack of shit Larry Fink and BlackRock in charge of sorting out all the loans and all this other shit. Yep. And that's how we got here. The little stupid like consultants, they're not even the power here. They couldn't do it without these rich assholes hiring them. So just keep that in mind. And don't just get in your little identity or your dumb. You're like, how come I can't have white pride? If you got to say you're the king, you're not the king. That's why, stupid.
So I've said this before, I'll start saying it again. I haven't said it in a while, but if you find yourself being angry at someone lower on the economic ladder than you are, you're probably being manipulated by someone higher on the economic ladder than you. And we'll see you this Saturday in Palm Springs at the Mary Pickford Theater. And what is it called? What is the Cathedral City? So we'll see you this Saturday. And then what do we got after that? Oh, March 17th. That's sold out, right? Okay, so March 17th is sold out. And then we'll see you in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, Cortland, New York, and Oakmont, Pennsylvania. That's April 19th, 20th, and 21st. We'll see you then. Kurt, you have any place you're going to be soon?
Yes,
you're going to be with us. You'll be with us this Saturday.
Yeah, I'm
in Palm Springs.
KurtMasterComedy.com. All my dates are listed. I got a bunch of dates coming up.
Okay.
And, you can find them there, and I'll put up promos.
Okay. All right. That's it for me for today. We'll see you.
Locals.
Oh, I got to do ads?
All right.
And
Later,
locals.
guys.
Bye.
Okay, see you guys.
Bye.
And we're going to do locals today.
Are we?
Yes.
Can we just do it Wednesday?
Wednesday. Sure, we can do it Wednesday. We can do it Wednesday, no problem. You can come to me right now while Jimmy's talking. Camera 4 beside me, maybe. Ooh, boom.
Hey, did you try this coffee?
I did.
How you like it?
I like it.
Okay.
Back to Jimmy, I guess.
No, let me keep reading this.
Oh, back to me. Everyone in the U.S. should write in Jimmy Dore's name on the ballot in November 2024. KH 1964. Funny. A Ukrainian chick went to Cyprus and got robbed. She had 420,000 euros in cash on her. Come on. Guys, I saw a news article on Apple Newsfeed, Rolling Stone, titled Trump's White House was awash in speed and Xanax. I saw that too. LOL. At least it wasn't lying around like Biden's coke. I thought the same thing. What is that? Igor Tigor? I thought the same thing, Igor Tigor. I'm like, really? They're really trying to, now he's losing. They're trying to slam Trump because he didn't get some names right recently. So they're both awful. Who does that leave? All right, Tropical Rocket. Thank you for the Ukrainian chick went to Cyprus. RFK Jr. signaling to the most powerful donors of all time on an issue he has no control over is picking battles. No, battles he does pick are more than virtue signaling too. So there is that. Seaweed.
Okay.
Thank
ready?
you, Seaweed. Marty Rose. Oh. Back to Jimmy.
Hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate shitty coffee? I would say 10. I, for one, really hate shitty coffee, which is why I'm so excited to introduce you guys to a company revolting against shitty coffee and standing up for free speech. It's 1775 Coffee Company. In 1775, the world awakened to a new era. And now 1775 Coffee Company is bringing you a coffee that embodies that revolutionary spirit. Steph's actually had this coffee.
I did, and I liked it.
Steph loves this coffee. Well, she says like.
Okay,
Did you say love?
I do love it because it was smooth.
It was smooth. I only drink decaf. So I haven't tried this coffee yet because I haven't had a decaf version of the 1775. But maybe I will take a sip later and we'll see. But it's crafted with passion and precision. It's single sourced. Did you know that? Their beans are ethically and exclusively sourced from the finest coffee farms in Bolivia. 1775's Coffee Company's farm to cup journey ensures the highest quality, authenticity, and sustainability from start to finish. With each sip, your palate will recognize and appreciate the dedication and passion that goes into crafting the single-sourced beer brew. 1775 Coffee Company takes pride in offering customers a truly exceptional coffee experience with their premium coffee collection. But their dedication to this revolution extends beyond the realm of coffee and the realm of taste. Safeguarding freedom of speech. That's right. Safeguarding freedom of speech is critical right now. No doubt. That's why we're on Rumble, which is why 1775 Coffee Company has joined forces with Rumble in defense of one of our most fundamental rights, the freedom of speech. Coffee that's sure to awaken all your senses, including your sense of freedom. Choose 1775 Coffee. How do you get it? You go to 1775coffee.com/litter, LITTER. I don't know why that's the code. That seems silly, but it's 1775coffee.com/litter. Use the code LITTER for 10% off on your first order. Go to 1775coffee.com/litter. It's brewed to perfection and it's crafted for revolution. Okay, wake up and taste freedom. Over to Steph.
Okie dokie. Seaweed, hell, we should come to Steph even when JD is talking. Thank you. I'm not sure. I don't know if I got the gist of that. All right, let's see what this one says. I did read that one. All right, go over here, Steffi Z. This show is so hot, like the Dissidents episode. I want to suck it. Wow, Jeff Saucerman.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Back to Jimmy.
Hey, guess what? Are you tired of getting a surprise when you see your cloud service bill every month? Are you? Well, our friends at Rumble have done it again. The new Rumble cloud services are coming this spring. So if you need a cloud service, Rumble's now offering a cloud service, and they've built the cloud for the parallel economy. The disruptive Rumble cloud pricing model will blow away the big tech clouds and big savings and more predictable budgeting. That's right. They're going to have, and like Rumble Video, you don't have to worry about cancellation on the Rumble cloud. Remember how they canceled Parler? You don't have to worry about that on the Rumble cloud. Exclusively for friends of Rumble, sign up today at friends.rumble.cloud and receive 30% off the first 3 months of your cloud compute subscription, which will be available for purchase later this quarter. Rumble, I hate to advertise something that's not available right now, but here we go. Rumble Cloud Services are the essential cloud services you need for any size business to innovate and grow. Head to friends.rumble.cloud and sign up today. All right, that's it, right? Over to Steph.
Okay. So Jugs Pelosi for the win. All right, please have David Icke for an interview. He is very insightful and has a great perspective on reality. Love you, Dore and gang. See you in Oakmont. Looking for that tad of Tony. Tad of Tony. Chris Hedges can rest easy now that a journalist got arrested for covering January 6th because something white supremacy. C-word. C-word, look at you. Jimmy, did you decide whether to do a show with an exorcist on spiritual warfare? I'm okay if not. Sandra, as I mentioned earlier, we got to chat about it still, girl. If not for you, I'll focus on Tucker, Rogan, Russell Brand, and Glenn Beck. Thank you, Sandra. All right, what do I have over here? They threw all the notes and tributes away in D.C. after a Bushnell vigil. Can only stay if someone's there 24/7. So now there's a new vigil with people doing 24/7 oversight in sessions. Madi Rose. Thank you for that one, Madi Rose. Hey, Steph. Thank you for the compliment. Late's out in Toronto. Thank you for coming up north. You got it. Late's out. Thanks for showing solidarity with Glenn Beck's team, Jimmy. You always said we have to support everyone's free speech. You proved it again today. Sandra 1. Thank you, Sandra 1. All righty. Let me see if I have anything else over here. Scrolling down, I think that's it. Let me see if I can... Oh, let's get rid of you, girl. Okay, I got that one. Somebody heard you, Misha, in the background. All right. Ask Ike about, ma'am, mainstream alternative media. Whitney Webb is using the term as well. Thank you, technical difficulty 69er. All right, let's see here. Okay. Let's see. What does that one say? All right. I gotta scroll. Scrolling. All right, I got that one. I just have to review the ones that they collect, and sometimes they show up something I didn't see. All right. Stephen John, Sandra, Jimmy Dore's fan fomenting community. Somebody was asking about that one. Jimmy Dore's fans fomenting community. Great show on Friday with Russell and Keaton. Please bring back Craig Jardula on the show. He was great too. Also, I'm voting for Catherine Austin Fitz and Vandana Shiva interviews in the future. Thank you, Jimmy Dore's fans fomenting community. Solidus. Thank you, Solidus, Canadian refugee. The president has no power. The power resides in the city of London, but vote harder, girls. Canadian refugee. I read that one. Goo, Sandra, Eric, Dave Morrison. No, trust me, there is not one single funny trans on the show, look up Molly Kearney Weekend Update, and you'll see how painfully shitlip SNL has become. Unfunny mystery genders. Dave Morrison. Jews Magoo, thank you. Art, thank you. Jimmy, Dore Fans Fomenting Community, thank you. Zen1, Scoop, Resin, Sparky, Stoop Sign, Blissend, Metafornication, Sparky, Metafornication, Seamus, Metafornication, Lurka, Sparky, Steph. Okay, I'm just reviewing, making sure I got to all of them. Texas Slim is forming the Pro Farmer Beef Network. Don't be a bitch. Weird anti-meat guy. Seaweed, thank you. Purdy Kills. Seamus. Jeff Saucerman. Jimmy Dore's Fanting. Okay, Seaweed. Nappers, please play the Civil War movie trailer on the show. Would like to see Jimmy and I'll discuss it. In my opinion, it should not be released right now. Civil War, really? Okay, Sandra. Tad and Tony, 6 Jen, Seamus, Rusty, Scoop, Agent, Mighty Rose, Tropical, Seaweed. I got to them, girls. I got to all of them that they were able to show up tonight. Much appreciated for everybody showing up here. We're going to be back, I believe, on Wednesday. Am I right? I am right. Okay, and why don't you check out one of our shows? Are you going to go to the greater Palm Springs area? All right. Now, why don't you go and do something nice for somebody? Bye.
Hey, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there for more AM Joy and the rest of MSNBC. And click on any of the videos right here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. And you can get more videos from MSNBC for free every day with our newsletter. Just visit